Welcome back to yet another episode of Renegades Ramble.
Yeah, I remember playing Twisted Metal 2 on a little 12.
Yeah, like they were this big, little
built-in
bubble back.
VCR.
Yeah, had a little VCR in the bottom.
Yeah. Do it again. Why does it always do that?
Your phone is too loud.
Good one, Ron. Good one. Okay, so a Nostalgia Critic video that features a obscure little anime movie called Chicken Little. I remember when this movie came out in theaters, it was actually one of the first movies, anime movies I didn't want to see because I felt like, since I was older, I shouldn't watch kids' movies. Boy, how wrong I've been. So, Chicken Little, it is actually a pretty funny movie in my opinion. I don't know what Doug's going to say about it. He's probably going to rip apart some of the stuff in it. Did you all ever watch Chicken Little?
Yeah, I sort of remember it.
I used to watch it a lot,
I remember certain
actually.
scenes from it, but I don't remember a lot. But, I've definitely seen it. I think I remember liking it. Okay. I remember you summoned Chicken Little in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
So I tried that once because Super Butterbuns was like, I don't know, try it out, maybe you'll like it. And I was like, yeah, I see what you mean. The summons are kind of not really as worth it. I like the drive forms more. But.
Well, Stitch is pretty good.
I actually didn't try Stitch.
The constant heals you get, the constant magic boost you get from him is awesome.
Cool. So I tried in the first game, I summoned like Genie, and I think the only one I didn't summon in the first game was Simba. I forgot to try Simba out, but the second one I only tried Chicken Little, and then for some reason I just forgot to try the rest of them. But
fair enough.
I don't know. But yeah, Chicken Little was a pretty good movie from what I remember.
Yeah, it was a retelling of the classic story, the Chicken Little. The sky is falling.
What was the general consensus on it? Because I never really heard what other people thought about it.
It was met with overwhelming responses of
meh.
Meh.
Okay.
I mean, I liked it. Y'all seem to have liked it. So, let's see what Doug has to say about it in the Nostalgia Critic episode here. Let's give it a watch.
Plus, he always refreshes my memory on things I haven't seen in a while. So.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm a Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Let's be honest, if you took Pixar out of the equation, Disney would still be putting out some damn good CGI films. From Tangled to Wreck-It Ralph to Frozen to Moana, Disney has been making smash after smash.
We all need
Big Hero 6, not Pixar, it was just Disney.
It's just Disney.
The highest grossing movies
Big Hero
of all
6 is
time.
one of my favorites.
It's amazing the quality of films they're pushing out.
And Wreck-It Ralph's pretty good too.
The reason why is because John Lasseter is the head of Walt Disney Animation. That's why. And he was originally the head of Pixar too, so...
God, okay. Did it not start that way? Being Disney's second computer animated film without Pixar, Chicken Little is among one of the most awkward, uncomfortable, mean-spirited movies they've ever made. And don't get me wrong, I love mean-spirited Disney. Whether it be their villains, creepy imagery, or whatever the Christ this is.
Oh.
That's not what Chicken Little is. It's supposed to be bright, colorful, and upbeat, but instead it's eerie, disturbing, and as upbeat as an animated series on The Good Son. How did such a thriving CG empire hatch from such an ugly, rotten egg? Well, we're here to take an unfortunate look. Let's see why our IQs are falling with Chicken Little. So the movie is so unclear with its tone that it actually has 3 false starts.
Once upon a time.
How many times have you heard that to begin a story? No, I don't think so. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? Oh, no, not the book. How many have seen opening the book before?
You know, naming cliches surprisingly doesn't make you above them. You have to actually do something with them. It's like if I start off a movie with, this movie starts in a store, no a house, no a bar. Sorry, sometimes I type my post-it notes into the script. So they decide to go with, I guess, no intro, as we just cut to Chicken Little telling everybody to run for cover, leading to some already confusing jokes. I guess what's supposed to be funny is rabbits have a lot of kids. How they all fit into one stroller is at least an abstractly forced joke. How's this for world building? A universe comprised entirely of animals is watching Indiana Jones. This universe is as coherent as a VR chat room. Nothing is established. But hey, a giant water tower knocks out cars honking Old MacDonald. Get it? I don't. As if all of this wasn't aggressively nonsensical enough, keep in mind, we're not even 2 minutes in. Nothing is properly established except Zootopia's direct-to-DVD sequel clearly needed 10 more rewrites.
Chicken Little!
Nah, don't tell me the main character's name. I was happy in this anarchy of confusion. This is 12-year-old Chicken Little, voiced by 30-year-old Zach Braff.
I know it's here. There's a piece of the sky somewhere.
That matches as well as Dr. Claw voicing Ariel.
I'm ready to know what the people know.
Says the sky is falling.
I would watch that. I would watch that whole fucking version of that movie.
They start saying gibberish for never any established reason.
Big acorn level flat.
What did he say?
Big acorn level flat.
I wonder what that is backwards. I still stand by Garden State. Oh! So the town makes a movie about him, as towns do. As it's 1 year later, and Little's father, voiced by Gary Marshall, constantly reminds him of his failure.
It would be better for you just to lay low, don't call attention to yourself, right?
Yes, but
See, it's like a game. Yeah, a game of hide and seek, except the goal is never to be found, ever.
The important thing is you feel no love from me, like my audience's reaction to the other sister.
Ouch. Chicken.
Yes, it is crazy, little chicken. You're so smart. We don't make eye contact. Bye-bye.
Okay, he rung a bell, not decapitate a student. Book burnings have more tolerance than this. Damn. After discovering even traffic won't stop for him, he makes it to class where Patrick Stewart plays his greatest role since a pile of shit. As the teacher who reads
I forgot
all the
Patrick
students'
Stewart
names
was
who
the
just happen
sheep.
to be descriptive phrases.
Foxy Loxy.
Present, pretty, and punctual.
Runt of the litter. Fish out of water. Happy Mallard.
Ugly duckling.
Hello?
Hello? This is the 1950s. We'd like our cartoon sound effect at something ugly back.
Well, I'm sorry, I have no control over that.
Oh. Well, who does?
I suppose the people who made this movie.
But they made it in 2005, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they have moved on to newer material by then?
Well, one would think for Disney.
Oh, God. Disney used that joke? They must be in the rut.
Well, they will be for a while, but believe it or not, they do pull out.
Why am I still going with this joke?
Has anyone noticed, by the way, the animation moves like a choppy cutscene from a PlayStation 2 game? Everyone is either spastic or has more Molly in them than the movie Ghost.
Pop it.
Split into two teams. Popular versus unpopular.
Move over, George Orwell. Someone else is beating you for best commentary.
Coach! Yeah, unpopular.
Shouldn't we review safety guidelines?
Sure. Hit the pig, kids.
Why do I feel like this world is one step away from Man in the High Castle?
Calm down, Ron. Just do what Fish is doing.
Waste copyright money on a song for a joke that blows? Chicken Little tells Ugly Duckling, played by Joe Cusack, that he wants to do something great to get everyone's mind off the goof-up they made a year ago and make his dad proud again. But she doesn't think it's a good idea.
The nut needs to be cracked open. Bam! Smash! Bits of emotion flying everywhere. Anger, frustration, denial, fear. You see what I'm saying?
Character over-explains something that nobody understands. Classic outdated comedy. Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Ha! No.
There's a whole section about it in this month's Modern Mallard.
She says he needs closure with his father, but Fish Out of Water uses the cars that fall out of her magazine to build a skyscraper. I thank this movie for allowing me to reference Loaded Weapon 1 by asking the question, you stole from Loaded Weapon 1? Little tells the bullies to stop picking on them, but he's flung against the window, adding to the good cheer this film has to offer. I guess this is done while the teacher is gone, but really, wouldn't it be encouraged while the teacher was there? This world is pretty sick. He sets off the fire alarm, though, of course getting blamed, leading to his father called to the principal's office.
Now look, Buck. You were Buck, Ace, Cluck,
Our school baseball star. Your kid, he's nothing like you at all.
That in no way connects to anything, but it's good to know the principal's as big a dick in this world as anyone else. Little decides to sign up for the baseball team to try and make his dad proud, but he's constantly benched. Until his big break.
Up next. Chicken Little.
He's gonna lose the game for us! Disney, you're gonna fail and we don't love you. Surprisingly, though, he makes a hit, immediately winning over the town's bottomless pit of shallow attention. Even his asshole dad congratulates his athletic achievement with passive-aggressive praise.
I guess that puts the whole sky is falling incident behind us once and for all.
My love for you is like a grocery store staff, constantly shifting depending on convenience. But things change when apparently a piece of the sky falls, but he keeps it a secret so people don't mock him again. So he calls Ugly Duckling and Run of the Litter, who are singing beautifully dated karaoke.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my,
Yeah, a foot-sized joke in Frozen gets a PG, but singing about the qualifications of being someone's lover? Every toddler should see that! Or how about this nugget of family okayness?
Remember when that icy blue stuff fell from the sky and it just turned out to be frozen pea from a jet airplane?
It's frozen pea! I love my kids' films to have towns getting pissed on. It really needed more of that in Winnie the Pooh. He shows them the device, but it accidentally sucks up fish out of water and they go to save him.
Abby! Abby, wake up! Come on, get out of here!
What was that about? Ooh, it's amazing how none of this is like the original source material at all. I hope this doesn't become a thing.
It was a thing. Still is, actually.
The kids go into the alien ship where they find fish out of water, as well as apparently an evil plan to destroy the Earth. Either that or they're just marking off places they've already been. If I cross off a day on my calendar, I didn't destroy the day. The aliens find the kids, though, and try to attack. Gee, I wonder if a crowd circle joke
Sometimes
is
you do,
coming
sometimes
up.
you don't. More often than not, I don't.
Great, just throw a door at them and a glass of water and they'll be beef for life. Chicken Little rings the bell alerting the town, but of course, the aliens go away and no one believes him again.
It's the acorn thing all over again.
Hey, there's no story here.
Well, at least we can sell the video to Chickens Gone Wild.
I don't know what's more disturbing, the fact that there's a show called Chickens Gone Wild or the fact that a little boy qualifies to be in it.
The eyes are glowing and the tentacles.
That's enough! Don't make Mommy take away your Streisand collection!
Can the remainder of this review just be me speculating what kind of animal Streisand is in this world? I'm gonna say anteater. Of course, he looks to his dad support, who completely turns his back on him yet again.
I'm really sorry about this, everyone. Looks like this is just a big, crazy misunderstanding.
They designed him with 2 apple seeds for eyes. It's amazing he sees anything at all. One of the aliens is left behind, though, and I do have to give credit that they could have gone with just a generic alien design, but they do get creative by putting Rainbow Bright shoes and troll hair. Let's be honest, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull would have been a little better if this was the alien. Thus, he ends up befriending Little.
His name is Kirby?
They left him behind?
Darth Vader's Luke's father?
Oh, come on, Lucasfilms are the only human movies we get out here. How aren't we talking about them more? But the sky breaks apart for all the town to see, and the aliens start invading looking for their kid.
We gotta go! No, wait, Dad, I gotta tell you something.
What? I know, you were right. Alien invasion. I see that now. Look up.
Okay, for the amount of ass-holiness we've been putting up with, that's not enough. We need, like, the entire town to bow down to him like Return of the King. You can't get the copyright for our song. I want our shore score from that moment.
Forget it. You wouldn't believe me anyway.
Son, come back! Son!
Forget it, Buck. It's Chicken Town. Where they play Chickens Gone Wild. Seriously, what was that? Well, obviously ripping off Spielberg's War of the Worlds, though apparently not obvious enough, as they literally have to tell you.
It's like War of the Worlds out there!
And this isn't a parody of The Matrix. Buck catches up to Chicken Little, and they try to work things out.
You're never there for me. I mean, you were there when I won the big game, but not when I thought the sky fell.
Your mom, she was, she was always good with stuff like this.
I'll never forget the day she never came back from Panda Express.
Sorry if I ever made you feel like that was something you had to earn.
I mean, granted, any love I've shown for you has clearly been done through earning it, but that's not what No, that's what I intended. Oh, and he kisses Ugly Duckling because their relationship was so special they decided to spring it on you at this very moment.
That's closure.
Now, if only you showed how it started. By the way, for the amount of aliens looking for this kid, how can they not spot Tony O'Brien's pubic hair running through this gray, colorless city? Even when they do find him, they don't turn him over. I think it's a safe bet any of these ships will get him to his parents. But they're anything like Chicken Little's dad, I'm just assuming they disowned him already. They make it to the roof and try to get the alien to the literal mothership, but they get beamed up and talk to the alien's dad.
Release the child.
Okay.
Violated intergalactic law 90210.
I recognize that number. That means it's funny. It'd be nice if there was some connection to that zip code that gave it some relevance, but just me recognizing it is enough. Writing. Words are hard. But the sun comes in to save them and returns the town to, how did Willy Wonka put it?
Their normal, terrible old selves.
That is, except for Foxy Loxy, who seems to have lost her bully tomboy ways.
Please wait to put her back the way she was.
No, she's perfect.
Lollipop, lollipop.
Ha! The little girl her parents raised is dead, but show tunes!
Lollipop, lollipop.
Darling, look at the time. We better get a move on.
I guess I shouldn't be shocked that Disney merchandising has made it to planets off the map, but having Mickey with a third eye, isn't that kind of like alien blackface?
I like to see the movie they make picture now.
I just hope they stay true to what really happened.
Oh, son, these people are from Hollywood.
This irony's so thick, Tony Stark is making a suit out of it. The movie is, of course, overblown, ridiculous, and has no connection to the original tale, and the film version they watch isn't that good either. Now you can throw your head back and laugh. I gotta give credit to casting Adam West as Macho Chicken Little, though. It may be the only funny scene in the movie.
The sky is falling.
Commander Little, no!
Please call me
Ace.
Ace.
And yet it's still more accurate than The Blind Side.
This is true.
Dad and the audience are happy with the movie, though, proving this film's moral that facts and deeper meaning don't mean shit as long as you're satisfied for the moment.
Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried.
The credits roll with Runt and Foxy singing a duet. Because that's really funny. You know, because of all their interactions that they had with each other and now they're complete opposites. Oh, you know the interactions like this couple seconds and nowhere goddamn else. Chicken Little. It's about relationships. Question mark 5 exclamation points? Yeesh. This is not only an unfunny film, it's just kind of a rotten film. Everyone is so needlessly cruel and not in a fun way. Had the world characters or environments been better realized or defined, maybe the meaner jokes could have worked. But it just tosses you in awkward cruelty after awkward cruelty. I guess there's a good lesson about parents and kids listening to each other, but it's done with such bland and or unlikable characters that it's hard to take reasonably. And on top of that, it's just not the story. It's like if the tortoise and the hare had aliens and the moral is never trust a wolf in sheep's clothing. It just doesn't add up. I hear a lot of people grew up liking this, and if that's the case, I can't fault the message it's trying to get across. But as Disney films go, this is a spoiled egg worth passing on. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and next week, I better get a better bird movie. That's not based on a phone app game!
What?
That's not based on a phone app game. And next week was birds.
Yeah.
God.
I'm looking up something real quick because I think I remembered something about
it.
It
was weird what they did with the moral to the story there, because the whole moral was of the story pretty much was like, well, shit, what was the moral of the story? Chicken Little. It's like Chicken Little's like, the sky is falling, because he felt like a nut hit him on the head, and everybody's like, we don't trust you now because you're a liar. And
yeah.
It's like not everyone's lying when they say something. They might have just seen it a different way, I guess.
Yeah.
And I guess it's
weird.
True. It's like, but they almost changed the moral to just like trust the kid who sounds like he's telling you an insane ass story because it could be aliens.
So I think that, okay, so the turkey, which was the mayor, that was Don Knotts, And that was, I think it was his last film.
Before he died, yeah.
Think about that.
I think where I was younger and I wasn't really thinking about films like that critically at that point.
Damn it, Barney Fife.
Like, that might be why I kind of enjoyed it. But, yeah, now that I've seen him, like, re-explain it and everything, I'm like, yeah, I don't know why I like that.
Yeah, it's too weird.
I don't know why Disney also put him in, well, I guess Kingdom Hearts 2 probably came out closer to that coming out. So
yeah, it did.
Might have been kind of an advertising push type thing to just have him in Kingdom Hearts.
Probably. Probably, I don't know. But if people like this film, then they like this film. I mean, I'm not going to fault them for it. I'm not going to say you're wrong. It's just, guilty pleasures. Everybody's got them.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, I still listen to the band Aqua on occasion.
Okay.
Well, it's, hey, you do you, man.
They're fucking catchy. I can't help it.
I mean, what do you want to do? I mean, it's not perfect system. Okay, so.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to punch the mic and make everybody's ears explode.
It's okay. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Nostalgia Critic talking about Chicken Little. What did you all think about Chicken Little? I mean, me personally, I was indifferent about it when I watched it later. But me, when it came out, like I said, I was of the mindset that it's like, I'm too old to watch this. But I watched it a little bit later with some family members. And
then you hear jokes about like chickens gone wild and stuff like that, and you're like, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit of quick adult humor that honestly is so dated.
Yeah.
You don't want your comedy to be dated. That's the problem. You don't want it to be a victim of its time. But, well, it's like I said, it's not perfect system.
So it's like there's other movies that do like the flashes of adult humor that go over kids' heads that you're just like, ha ha, and that's not really.
Well, have I told?
It's normally just like generic adult humor that doesn't connect to anything from that specific like era or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, have I told y'all the probably one of the most risque things to get past the censors on a TV show is in Animaniacs?
Oh, well, I think I know which one that is.
I don't know if I know.
Okay, I'll tell it again.
What was it?
I'll tell it so she can hear it.
Okay.
So
I was trying to remember what it was before you told it, but I can't remember.
So anyway, Yakko and Dot are investigating this crime that just happened.
Yeah.
And Yakko looks at Dot and says, "All right, Dot, we have to find Prince. Now I want you to look around and see if you can find Prince." And he starts looking around with a magnifying glass, and then all of a sudden you hear Dot go, "I found Prince!" And then Yakko turns around, and Dot is literally standing there holding Prince, the musician.
Yeah.
The musician. He's just, and she's standing there holding him, and then Yakko goes, "Dot, no, fingerprints." She looks up at Prince. Prince looks down at her. Prince gives a big smile, and she goes, "I don't think so." And she put him out the window. I was like, how did they not catch that? How did they not catch that? It's too good. And then there was another one.
Also, I said R&B, and that's probably not accurate. I apologize. It's just I worked at a music store that had very few genres like divided, and Prince is in the R&B section there.
Well,
so, that's why I said that.
Well, before
people are like, Prince is an R&B or something like that.
He encompassed a lot. Like a lot of people call it the Minneapolis sound because of that sound that he had was so synonymous with Minneapolis, and he was one of the progenitors of it. It was a mix between new wave, 70s rock, and like Memphis and Motown R&B.
Because I actually didn't really know how to describe what Prince would sound like if somebody asked me what genre I thought Prince was.
Well, a lot of people.
Good question.
I'd say pop. I'd say like pop rock.
Yeah.
Because
when you say stuff like that, though, it gives people a certain like thing in their head usually, and like my personal like pop rock. Like if you told me something was pop rock, I would be like, ugh. But then you let me hear Prince, and you're like, oh, oh, this is really good though. So,
but
I mean,
but
you know.
a lot of people can say I could say that about Stevie Wonder too. Stevie Wonder, it depends on how well they cross over, because you see, there's people who are just made for pop, for like the pop charts. Taylor Swift is quote unquote tailor made for the pop charts. Katy Perry, she's tailor made for the pop charts. It's because Katy Perry doesn't write most of the stuff that's in her songs. And Taylor Swift, even though she used to write the majority of her songs, now she's depending on producers to... That's just, like, I heard Are You Ready For It from her last album, and I gotta say, that song was so boring. It was so freaking boring. It was... there was no substance there. But, yeah, Prince, I mean... For me, I'll never forget seeing Prince play "While My Guitar Gently Weeps" at like a Crossroads event, and he played the lead guitar, and it was just like, holy shit, that man is a wizard on that thing.
It just made me think of something. I was kind of wondering. I was like, does Justin Timberlake write his songs?
Yes, he writes him.
He had two people who helped him write "Sexy Back," but he was actually credited as
Timberland. Well, him and Timberland have been working together since he started. And then I believe the other one was Magoo. That was the other one. Well, Timberland and Magoo.
So Timberland was featured on the track. Actually, it was two other guys that helped write. Unless it's just they listed him by his real name, and that is Timberland.
Mosley. I believe Sean Mosley's his name.
You pull it back up real fast.
But yeah, Justin Timberlake does write a lot of the music and a lot of the lyrics that go with it. He does have people help him, but
yeah, Tim Mosley.
Tim Mosley. Okay.
And Nate Donja or Danya.
Danger. Yeah. Okay. Timberland and Danger. Timberland works really well with Magoo and Danger, and like.
So that's the thing is like sometimes like when artists don't write their own songs, I can still enjoy the song, but I always respect it more if they write their own songs.
True. I agree.
I mean, even if they have somebody help them write them, as long as they're in the process of writing their own songs, I can respect that.
Yeah.
It's just like, but whenever it's like some of these pop artists that it's like song completely written by this person and just performed by this person, and it's like I just don't respect it as much.
That's just like the song.
I'm like, that's not really you. That's not you pouring your soul into music or anything. That's somebody else that poured their soul into a song that you're then performing as your own, pretty much.
Yeah, it's just like Uptown Funk. Uptown Funk was At first, a lot of people were confused as to why Bruno Mars wasn't the lead artist on it. It's because Bruno Mars didn't write the music. He provided the vocals and provided a lot of the a lot of the lyrics and everything. But the overall the song was produced by Mark Ronson. Mark Ronson was the one who produced the song from the ground up and made it what it was. The reason why it was so funky and had such a good sound was because he spent so much time trying to get that song right, and him and Jeff Basker, the guy that he works with, Jeff Basker is like one of the best composers in terms of music out there, because he's just got such a wide array and such a good range of stuff that he does. But oh god,
but Bruno Mars did write the lyrics for it, right?
He wrote a lot. He wrote some of the lyrics, and I think the lyrics were pretty much half and half. Like Bruno Mars.
That's so respectable because it's like I'm in a band. My guitarist actually helps me with lyrics sometimes.
Well, yeah.
So it's like, but
yeah.
As long as you're contributing to your process of writing some of the song, like that's okay, because it's like, that's how a band works. You don't write 100% of the song unless you're some of these musically genius guys that they're multi-talented instrumentalists and stuff, multi-instrumentalists. True. Usually you're collaborating with people to create the whole in parts.
Well, yeah, the sole creator of lyrics. I mean,
when you got like Justin Bieber, who like people wrote his whole song for him.
Yeah,
like that's how I can't.
Well, to me, the difference between you look at Justin Timberlake, for "Sexy Back," and he had two people helping him. Then you look at Lil Wayne on like the Carter 3. Every song, there's like 10 additional people on each track that pretty much made the songs. And he came up with a few lyrics to throw into it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
So to me, that's just kind of lazy.
So yeah, we're going to have to end it here, everybody. We hope you have enjoyed what you've seen here. This was That's 10:39.
Still got a little bit.
Probably do one more. So we hope that you
pick up Super Smash Brothers soon.
Yeah, we're gonna do Smash Brothers. So
GameStop, let me smash.
Yeah,
let me smash game.
So until next time, we will see you all in the next one. Be sure to check out the original video by the Nostalgia Critic down below in the description, and we'll see you in the next one. I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
I'm Kyra.
And as always, Micah is on hiatus, and be sure to thank Caleb in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.